Welcome to the third lesson of the week. It is a continuation of yesterday's lesson of patterns. This is the second day of patterns. Some of the exercises will transfer from day 1 to day 2. There will also be some new exercises as well. Here is the handout for today for Patterns 2.0. We will make our own patterns after we work through the 4 listed here, which we will do later in the video. There are 8 different exercises today. As always, they focus on those fitness components of flexibility, muscular endurance, and cardio endurance. We will also demonstrate all the exercises, even if they've been in previous videos, just in case you haven't tuned in or if you just forgot how to do them. Now we're going to look at the exercises you will see today. First, we're going to look at the muscular endurance exercise of squats. To do these, you're going to be standing with your feet shoulder width apart, your back flat, your chest up. You're going to pretend you're sitting down into a chair, squatting down, keeping that back flat, bending at your knees to a 90-degree angle. As you go down, try to lift your arms out straight for balance. Once you get down to about 90 degrees, stand back up into the ready position. If you do these right, you will really feel this exercise in your legs as well as your core. Now we're going to look at the 30-second straddle stretch. To do this, you're going to be sitting on your bottom, sitting with your legs straight out and spread. You're going to put your hands in front of you, try to grab your toes, and then you're going to bend down to the middle as low as you can go without bending your knees up. Try to keep those legs straight. If you can't go down as low as the example, that's fine. Just do as good as you can. This will work on your flexibility. All right, now we're going to look at the cardio endurance exercise of jumping jacks. As always, you want to start standing straight up with your feet together and your arms down by your side. You're going to jump one time. When you jump, you're going to spread your feet a little bit farther than shoulder width, and you're going to raise your arms up to your ears. Then you're going to jump again, and you're going to land with your feet together, arms down by your side. 2 jumps equal 1 jumping jack. So it is not 1 jump, 1 rep. It is 2 jumps for 1 rep. Next up is another cardio endurance exercise. This is mountain climbers. To do a mountain climber, you're going to have both hands on the floor, one leg back, and the other one is bent with your foot around where your belly is. To do a mountain climber, you're going to kind of jump off your feet and switch positions. So your leg that is back is going to come up to where your belly is. The leg under your belly is going to go back. You're going to jump and switch, and you're going to continue this movement. 2 jumps equal 1 rep, just like jumping jacks. Our next exercise is jump in the air. To do this, basically, you're going to squat down, and then you're going to jump straight up as high as you can. Make sure you are actually putting in effort, getting a nice squat in, and jumping as high as you can. Don't just jump like 2 inches. Try your best, jump as high as you can. This is a great cardio endurance exercise as well as a muscular endurance exercise if you're activating your leg muscles with every jump. The following exercise is a flexibility exercise, and it is the straight leg stretch or toe touches. To do these, you're going to have your feet straight out in front of you, your legs, my fault. Without bending your knees up or lifting them off the ground, you're going to stick your arms out straight and try to touch your toes as close as possible. If you can touch your toes without lifting your knees off the ground, keep going down as low as possible, feeling that stretch in your lower back. If you can't quite reach your toes, that's also fine. Just go down as low as you can without lifting those knees. The more you do this exercise, the farther you will be able to reach, improving your flexibility. Next up is another flexibility exercise, and it is the butterfly stretch. To do these, you're going to be sitting on the floor on your bottom. You're going to pull your feet in, trying to put them together. You're going to hold those feet together with your hands and try to push your knees down to the floor next to you. It's really important you don't bounce your knees up and down. You want to hold them so they get the stretch and you're not bouncing them back and forth. Again, if you can't quite get them down to the floor, just go as far as you can without injuring yourself. If there's a lot of pain, don't go down as far. And the more you do this exercise, the more flexible you will become. Our final exercise we're going to look at today is the one leg balance. You're going to lift one leg off the ground and balance on the other. This is a muscular endurance exercise because you're going to be focusing on standing on one foot. It's also a balance exercise. If you're having issues standing on one foot, try to focus on something still in your view sight. This sometimes helps with your balance. If you're having trouble with your left leg, start on your left leg, do it as long as you can, then switch to the other leg. Just make sure you are trying your best. All right, so looking back at our handout, similar to yesterday's, you're going to look at the pattern. You're going to figure out which exercise is missing. Then you're going to perform that exercise to complete the pattern. We're probably going to do about 8 to 10 different ones. If you want to challenge yourself, after you figure out the exercise that's missing, do the exercise that also creates the pattern. So for example, if the pattern is jumping jacks and then jump in the air, jumping jacks, jump in the air, and then the missing one is jumping jacks, do the jumping jacks. And if you want to challenge yourself, do the jump in the air as well. When we do our balance on one foot, ideally you will be able to balance on your right leg for 15 seconds and then switch to your left leg. When we straddle, you're going down to the middle. When we do the straight leg stretch, we're also going down to the middle. So let's look at some patterns and get to work.
bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step.
All right, I want to challenge you all to make your own pattern, perform your own pattern, and then post your pattern down below with a couple of them missing. If you do that, we might have some teachers that perform your pattern, solve it, post a video of it. Possibly some other students might see your challenge as well, and also complete the challenge as well. Great job today and this whole week. Next week, we're gonna do a couple more fitness-based ideas or activities, possibly a scavenger hunt too, depending on the weather outside. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and hope to see you all soon.